Hello cherry lovers, this is the month of August and it's blueberry month. I've got several blueberry recipes, so stay tuned, they're coming up. The recipe I'm going to be sharing with you today is called blueberry lemon cake. It has a whole pound of juicy blueberries in it, and each bite has the popping flavor of blueberries in it. I'm going to read to you what the ingredients are, and then we're going to get started. I've got a list of the things that are in this recipe because my computer printer ran out of ink, so I'm going to be reading the recipe from my cell phone. And I'm going to share with you what the ingredients are. We have 2 large eggs. We've got 1 cup of granulated sugar. We have a cup of sour cream. We have a half a cup, you can use olive oil or vegetable oil. We have a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, teaspoon of salt. We also have in this bowl 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I've already mixed the baking powder up in the flour. Also, we're using here, this is a teaspoon, 3 teaspoons of lemon zest. And I'm going to show you real quickly how to make up the lemon zest. It's really simple as soon as I get done with the ingredients. We also have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's right here in this container, and as I said, we're using 16 ounces of blueberries, a full pound of blueberries. And at the end, we're going to sprinkle the cake with some powdered sugar. Now let me show you how easy it is. I can pick that up. To zest 3 teaspoons of lemon peel. It's really simple. I've got this little bitty, I use this for my carrot grater. And all you do is run your lemon over the grater for 3 teaspoons. It's really simple. And that's where the grated lemon peel come from. Okay, the next thing we're going to do here is lightly butter. I've got a pan here. Lightly grease and flour a 9-inch cake pan. And set that aside. Next, we're going to put 2 eggs into the mixer. I left the mixer off. This is the mixer we're going to be using because it gets in my way and I don't like it. And then we're going to add your cup of sugar. And then we're going to put the whisk on. Now the whisk goes on here. Now this is going to take a few minutes. What I'm going to do now is turn this on, and you actually have to whisk this for a full 5 minutes on high. So you have to bring that all the way up to high and mix that for 5 minutes on high speed. And I'm going to give that time to whisk, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now the next thing we're going to do here is let's see, we'll do the whipped cream first. We add 1 cup of whipped cream. I don't like it when the gadgets are in the way. It's one thing I don't like. And they're always in my way. Now I'll try to get all of that out of there. Okay, and let's see. Next we're going to add a half a cup of oil. Try not to spill it. Okay, and the next we're going to put in there is a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, the next thing we're going to put in there is, okay, that's the vanilla. That's all we're going to put in for right now. Now we're going to whisk this on low this time. You don't need to put it on high because you're only just going to get it to mix. Once it's mixed, you're all done. So that's going to take about 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is add in the flour mixture. Remember, we've already put in our baking soda, and we're going to mix that. You want to do this in 3 sections. Don't put it all in at the same time. We'll get it started 1/3 at a time. We'll put in there, and we'll get that mixed up, and that's going to take a few minutes. So I'm going to mix the rest of the flour in there. Remember, 1/3 at a time, and then I'll be right back. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, now that we mixed up the batter, remember you're putting in your batter 1/3 at a time. And always, please remember this. This is very important because it's so easy to over stir this batter. And you don't want to do that. Just as soon as it's incorporated, as soon as it's mixed, just to that point. It only takes about 20 or 30 seconds each time to mix it. So you want that to be mixed. The next thing we're going to add is 1 tablespoon of our fresh squeezed lemon juice, and then a 1/2 tablespoon of the lemon zest. And we're just I'm gonna lift that out of there. Put that in there. And this is only going to take, again, another 30 seconds. You don't want to over stir it, because if you mix the batter too much, too long, it will make it thick, and you don't want it to be really thick. You want it to be nice and moist. Okay, that's all we need for that one. The next thing we're going to do, we've got our pan already prepared. We're actually going to pour into the pan 1/2 the batter. We've already got our pan ready. I'm going to lift this out of here. Try to get as much of this off as I can. I'm kind of short, so it's hard for me to see this. There you go. All right, try to get much of that as you can off of your mixer here. And then you're going to pour 1/2 the batter into the pan. You just want 1/2. And when you get the 1/2 in there, about 1/2, you want to spread that out. And then you're going to take and pour 1/2 of your blueberries. Now, one of the things I don't think I mentioned, in your blueberries, and always remember, I always leave down in the comments below the video exactly what the recipe ingredients amounts are. Now what you're going to do, you added a tablespoon of cornstarch to your 16 ounces of blueberries, and now you're going to take and add on top 1/2 of your blueberries on top of that 1/2 of batter that you poured in there. You want to spread them out as much as is possible. And then we're going to take and pour the rest of the batter in there. I should have had my larger spatula. This isn't coming out very good. Okay. All right, now we've got that in there. What you want to do now is spread your batter that you poured on top of that 1/2 of the blueberries, and spread it out as best you can. And then we're going to take the rest of the blueberries and sprinkle over top of that. This is a really, really good recipe. It's delicious, and if you cook it right, don't over stir, it'll be moist, and all you need to add to this is some vanilla ice cream. And gently pat just a little bit, not all the way in there, but just gently pat down on your blueberries that you poured on top, just enough to get them into the cake batter. And that's all you do. Now, here's a pointer. I got this new oven. It has a confectioner setting, and it's not working really good for me. So the direction says to bake this cake for 55 minutes on 375. I've already set my oven, but I set my oven for 10 degrees, actually cooler at 365. Now, if you don't have a confectioner's oven, don't worry about it. My old oven was perfect. It did everything I wanted to do until it quit on me. But make sure, instead of letting it cook for 55 minutes, let it cook for 45 minutes and then check it just to make sure you don't want it to overcook. So we're gonna pop this in the oven and I'll see you in 55 minutes. Actually, 45 minutes. Thank you. Okay, this is the finished product. This is the blueberry lemon cake. And what you see on top of it is a lemon frosting made from freshly squeezed lemons, the juice off of the lemon, and some powdered sugar sprinkled on it. And here's Larry, and he's going to be my taste tester, of course.
This I've already had. She made 2 of them. I've tried it. It is spectacular, cherry lovers. You get a chance, do this recipe too. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to try this, but I've already had it, and then I'm going to finish it off offline, and I've already had 2 pieces. So this stuff is wonderful. That's delicious. Well, if you get a chance, cherry lovers, excuse my mouthful, go check us out. Hit the thumbs up, like and subscribe. Joyce is an awesome cook. Bye now.